It's time to explore the strange and the most unusual action figures, in my humble opinion. Welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage, welcoming all my cosmic followers back. Today we're going to be doing a cosmic creature feature. I'll explain in a few minutes. But before we get to that, welcoming back all my cosmic followers out there. Thank you guys for hanging out here. Welcoming back my cosmic family members as well. Welcoming anyone who is new to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We talk about action figures, we talk about playsets, we talk about vehicles, we talk about Pokemon cards, we talk about some really cool cosmic collectibles that are out there in this crazy universe called the Dark Cosmic Universe. If you are new to the channel, check out the links in the description. I have an eBay store where I sell vintage and retro t-shirts. I also sell paperback books as well. When I make a sale, I bring it back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe to review and display really unusual figures just like this. Again, if you are new to the channel, check out the photos, check out the playlists. The playlists will increase our presence here in the YouTuber sphere, better known as YouTube. I'm trying to get to 3,000 viewed hours. Please check out a playlist. Let it roll when you're home. You can check it out. You can listen to it. But the more views we get, the higher the algorithm goes here on the YouTubosphere. And then yours surely can get to that 3,000 viewed hour mark. And then I'm dying to see what it will unlock for the Dark Cosmic Universe. Again, don't forget, check out the playlists, as I mentioned before. Check out the YouTube shorts. There's tons of them on there. Remix, remaster, reinvigorate, reimagine what the Dark Cosmic Universe is in your part of the universe. Okay, with no further ado, two more figures, two more accessories that go with the figures to the collection. And I'm going to say, why are these cosmic creature feature figures? Well, they're kind of creepy. They're kind of weird, and I guess you can say they're kind of exotic, so to speak. Two figures for the collection. Over here from the Mars Attacks, finally got a Mars Attacks alien. Now this particular one from Super 7, they refer to it as the Mars Attacks Destroying a Dog alien. Kind of creepy. We'll take a look at the card art. Here's the accessory that the specific alien from Mars Attacks comes with. Over here, it is the Tiger King himself, Joe Exotic, from that reality show. I totally forgot about that. But when I saw that he had gotten some action figures, and there was two of them. We'll take a look at that in a second. We only have one. Yours truly decided if I ever find one at a really reasonable price. Well, I did find one at a very extremely reasonable price, in my humble opinion. Don't forget, leave some comments here on the videos. Leave some comments also on the YouTube shorts. That definitely helps the algorithm grow. This definitely helps as well. Sometimes I forget the amazing little thumb character that I've got over here that I use as a little prop. All right, let's take a look at the card art. First, we're going to go with Joe Exotic. Do you guys remember the Tiger King? And I can't remember which channel he was on. I actually found this. This was a while ago, and I had totally forgotten that it was in my collection. Here is the card art. Yes, they actually made a Joe Exotic figure, and he is 3 3/4 inch. We'll take a look at him. Now, again, this is not for a kid. I'll tell you that. It's more an adult collector. That's why it says ages 15 and up. I think it should have been a little bit higher than that. But yours truly is 5 going on 6, 4 going on 5, depending on the nature of the day, of course. Here's the back of it. Here we go. Meet Joe Exotic. And again, he has gotten into some controversial, situations. And yes, I did. I got it for $1. When I saw this, I'm like, no way. Went up to the register. Again, this was a while ago. Now, again, it says it's an adult toy. So this is not for kids. And again, if you remember this character on TV or the guy, very interesting. So I wanted to definitely get this figure. I didn't really want it, but I said for $1. I mean, you can't go to the Dollar Tree. I mean, $1.25, and way back when they reduced this to $1. I think it was somewhere between like $25 or $30 originally. But we'll take a look at the figure. But before we do that, so if you're curious about the size of these figures, again, these are definitely for the 1/18 scale. They are 3 3/4 inch ish. The Mars Attacks guy is a little bit taller. And I've got some 3 3/4 inch-ish figures in the background as well. Before we take a look at that, let's take a look at the card art. Yours truly did get this in the mail. So from Super 7. And if you remember, I did have the guy that was in the video, as a figure, all charred up, but I didn't have an alien to go with it. And I wanted to get a regular one. So here we go. Here is the card art. Again, I think this is Topps cards. Remember Topps cards, the bubble cards? And they refer to this one as destroying a dog. What a terrible alien. And that poor kid in the background. That would have been cool had they made the kid as an accessory for it. So here it is. Yes, it actually says destroying a dog. Pause the video when you need it. And here is some of the card art. Very reminiscent of the Topps cards, which I didn't have as a kid. But these look pretty cool. So yours truly, we have... I've got the Burning Flesh, so that's the second one in there. I do not have the Invasion Begins figure, so I will be looking for that. And then over here, Destroying a Dog. Love the card art. This is really, really cool. Again, for me, it is, yes, it's like Topps cards, which I do vaguely remember something like this as a kid. Seeing, maybe. And again, pause the video if you want to read this. But again, I love the card art. And again, anything with aliens, yours truly is, I'm right there. Because that's what I like doing. And I will have to say that when it comes to unusual figures, or something that's really obscure, I don't know, I'm always at the right place at the right time finding these things. So this one, definitely. So here is Joe Exotic, if you'd like to take a look. Again, 5 points of articulation. He does come with an assisted walking cane. I do believe he had a knee brace. Again, it's been a while. And he's got, again, they did, actually it says who did that. But we'll take a look at the figure. Really, really cool. They did some really cool detailing. Let's see if we can get a close-up of this. Because sometimes the monitor does not like to play nice with me. But again, kind of looks like Joe Exotic. That was that infamous leather coat that he used to wear. He's got the jeans going on. And let me take a look at the card art, because that will definitely tell me who has made this. And it is a company called Bigshot. Never heard of them. But again, thank you so much for making this figure, because now if you need to get someone as an extra character, hey, you know what? If you have Star Wars figures, he could go in your cantina. Why not? Why not have Joe Exotic there? I think he's doing time. I'm not 100% sure because of the stuff he was, or that allegedly happened at his sanctuary. Here is the accessory. Now this is a really cool, cute accessory. I know Seashell in the background is looking at this and going, I don't want this thing part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. Unfortunately, Seashell, it has to be here. She's not here. She was here a few minutes ago, kind of checking out what was going on. But check it out. Very cool, you know, kind of cute. And it comes with the figure. And I was trying to figure out, I had this figure for quite a while, and I was trying to figure out what I could pair it with. And normally I would, you know, try to find like a human-like character to go with it, but, you know, that's what it is. All right, so here is the Destroying a Dog from Super 7. This is kind of interesting that they actually made this figure. Again, this one does not move, so it's a static figure. But, I mean, the detail on this, kind of funny. And it will definitely go good with my human being back there. Like, this should have been his accessory, but it was that little kid. It's too bad that Super 7 did not make the little kid as an accessory. That would have been really cool. All right, finally, let me remove the stage here. Let me remove the cosmic stage. It is now removed. Here is the figure which I did not have. From the Mars Attacks line here from Super 7. I don't think it was based on the movie, but it was more based on the card art. What a cool figure. I mean, you can, again, 5 points of articulation, so in the legs and the arms, really well detailed. Even the brain, with all the little parts of the brain and his mouth. Now, the cool thing is, this does come off the helmet, which I did earlier. Pops right off. I don't think the jaw moves, so you can put the, I'm going to put the helmet right back on him. But again, this would be a really cool figure to go in a Star Wars cantina. So if you're thinking about having, you know, if you have a cantina and you're looking for some more aliens, this would be kind of a cool suggestion for an extra figure. At least I think so. So if I ever get a cantina, you know, this guy could go with Walrus Man, Snaggletooth. I'm trying to remember, was it Walrus Man? Hammerhead. Gosh, I'm trying to remember the other ones. Snaggletooth was one of them. Greedo. All those different characters from the, you know, cantina. But yeah, he's got an accessory here, which definitely looks very Star Wars-esque. And again, this was Aliens before, and I'm pretty sure before Star Wars was Star Wars. Because I think Mars Attacks came out a little bit way before. I mean, the figures didn't. But again, 3 3/4 inch figures. Definitely looks good. All right, we're going to go to ground level, as we always do here in the Dark Cosmic Universe, so you can see these figures a little bit better and displayed with the rest of the other figures. I've got some alien figures here as well, because yours truly does like aliens, and I do like the more unusual action figures that are out there. And sometimes people will say, hey, where is this figure from? Again, sometimes I have a good recollection, sometimes I do not. But I thought they kind of went really well together. So from the Super 7, there's the RoboCop guy that went with us, and I forgot his name. There's Joe Exotic. We've got, so this alien is from Glios, another Glios alien. This alien I just reviewed, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 videos ago. This is from Fortnite, an alien from Fortnite with the duds. I love that character. Looks really, really cool. Again, another alien that goes with that, and that alien also came with a spaceship. This is from Chicken Fried Toys. That's their alien. And actually, Chicken Fried Toys did have a sale going on a little while ago, so this one figure was actually going, was reduced, and I was actually thinking of picking up more of those. From the Glios line over here, I got another Glios figure. Again, you can pause the videos, do a Google search of these. This, I believe, is from Super 7, but this was a custom one that someone was able to take apart, one of those Super 7 figures, and they made this, which is really cool. There's the dog. There is there's the human guy that was part of that series, and that was from, I had to look, the Burning Flesh figure. So that goes with that, and that was the one that was originally lost from years ago, but I was able to find it. They did make glow-in-the-dark versions. Now that I have the Mars Attacks alien figure, now I can start getting some other ones. So if I happen to find the one where it says the invasion begins, which I believe is a different one, and I actually might even start doing some of the glow-in-the-dark ones, because for me, I would like to build an army of these characters, because who wouldn't like an army of Mars Attacks figures hanging out with their 3 3/4 inch figures? I don't know, looks pretty cool. And again, so just to see the scale of these, with the helmet's about 4 inches. Joe Exotic, I know, is under 4 inches. And again, most of these are 3 3/4 inch figures. So if you're curious about the size, that's pretty much it. And there we go. And that's what happens here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. I usually knock one figure and it's a complete domino effect here. And that's what happens. I'm not going to re-record the video just because of that. That's what happens here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. Figures fall. I think people actually wait to see when my figures fall. They rarely get to see a video where the figures are all standing up on their own, because that's what happens. And things like that always happens here in the Dark Cosmic Universe. And there goes poor Seashell. I have to pick her up. I can't do that. Yes, Seashell the Funko Pop. And then in the background, we've got good old pumpkin spice. So yeah. Anyway, so that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you got some good laughs out of figures being, falling down. And you guys know what happens with your action figures. You stand them up, they always fall down because they're not well balanced. Anyway, if you are subscribed to the channel, you are part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. All you got to do is subscribe. We're almost close to 2K, 2,000, and that will be pretty cool. And again, getting near the 2K remark would be really cool. Getting over the 2,000 remark. Again, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends at work about the Dark Cosmic Universe. And definitely share the videos on your socials or send someone a text with a link with all this. Definitely all goes together really, really well. Anyway, again, if you are subscribed to the Dark Cosmic Universe, you're one of the elite. And who are my elite Dark Cosmic family members? You can be they are my cosmic cosmonauts, my cosmic comrades, my insane toy collectors, my dark cosmic Pokemon collectors, because we do, on occasion, talk about Pokemon cards, and my dark cosmic collectors as well. Oh, and the alien almost fell. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you again for all that you do. I so appreciate it. Again, I always say thank you and you and you and you, and especially you, for doing that. What do I say here in the Dark Cosmic Universe? From one side of the galaxy to the other, and somewhere in between, there is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Thank you guys again for everything that you do. Thank you for watching the videos, sharing them, and all the great things. And leaving the comments. I love the comments. I'm getting comments from previous videos that I did, I don't know, like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Not that I forget about the videos, but again, I've just done so many that it's like, oh yeah. But it's great to see that people are watching the older ones and going, hey, where'd you get that figure? Just send me a message, or actually a comment. I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. And again, if I don't remember, I'll do like a quick Google Lens search, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's where I got this character from. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, the end of the video. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting all those action figures. Come back here to the YouTubosphere, better known as YouTube. Avian Savage is the name to find me. And we'll definitely see you cosmically soon for another episode.